boiling the yam today with no water. Hi everyone, welcome again to Kenny's Healthy Cooking with the Saladmaster. So for today we will be preparing a native dish, which is the yam. We'll be doing the yam fish pepper soup, but we'll be boiling the yam in a different way today. We're using this famous equipment. It's the Saladmaster defatter and the DE-STARCHer. So we'll be boiling the yam today with no water. That I will just leave a tiny little bit of water, which will be extracting the starch, which we don't need. I'm going to put the yam in here and we'll be boiling it today in a very healthy way. So come on, let's get cooking. Today in a different way, I've just sliced the yam and I'm going to wash them properly without peeling the back, because the major nutrients in anything that grows under the soil, it's slightly on the skin, just like your potatoes, your yam, your carrots. So in Saladmaster we don't peel, but we scrub it really well. So I'm going to scrub it really well, just like in the forefathers in the olden days time. They don't peel. At times you see them roast the whole yam. They know what they were doing then, but we in the modern world, we think we know it all. We think we're not washed. Washing the yam, you can see I've left the peels. I've not peeled it, I've left the skin on it as well. So you can cut it whichever, you can dice it, cube it, or slice it, whichever one you want to do. So all I'm going to do now, I've just I've got that one in there, so I'm just going to pour some little water in there, ensuring that it doesn't get close to the basket, which is that one, because water tends to leach goodness from our food, especially if it's something that it's a bit soft. So I'm going to put that one in there now, and that's it there. So the water is not touching it at all. And then I'm going to leave it, put it on the medium, put the lid back on, and then twist it around. So once it clicks, because I've left it on medium heat, once it clicks, all you need to do is turn down. So it's medium, click, low. We start on a medium heat. We don't cook on a high heat so that we don't lose all the nutrients. So this one, you can use it to cook your plantain as well, your potatoes, anything you want to extract the starch. You can boil your meat in there as well, extracting the fats as well. Right, so you can see just starting to click now, and that's the clicking, that's the valve there. So once it starts clicking, all I'm going to do now is turn down the heat. So I started with medium heat, and like I said, medium heat, and when it clicks, then you turn it down, you lower it, so it's now on low. So when it start clicking, allow it to click a bit more faster. When it start clicking faster, then go on low, and that's where you finish your cooking. So it's been here for about 10-15 minutes thereabouts. It's clicking now, so let's just see. Whoa, look at that. This smells really nice, just like in the olden days time. That's the way they prepare the food, all your nutrients staying intact. So what I'm gonna do now, it's just to get rid of get it out from here, and then I'll get rid of the water. That's the starch all extracted in there. Can you see that? So this whole yam has been boiled without any water, and you can see how nice and soft it feels. You can see it's all cooked, nicely cooked. Can you see that? All looking very nice. So you've not lost any single nutrient in your yam. So you can have this with your stew or some sauce. I'm gonna have some with some sauce, but I actually still want to do the fish yam pepper soup. So that's what I'll be doing next, using some bits of the yam. Right, so here's the finished look of my boiled yam without water. You can clearly see that. So all I'm gonna do now is just to slightly peel that off. Can you see that? And then that's the sauce. You can have this with your stew. What I've got here is my sauce, vegetable sauce, showing up a few more stuff with the fish as well. Enjoy. There it is here. Nice. So remember, when you're peeling it off now, it's completely different from when you peel with your, I'm enjoying it with my hands, don't mind me. It's completely different with when you peel with your knife, because you can see with this, you've got all your nutrients intact. So you've not lost any single nutrient. But when you peel it off with your knife before cooking, all this nutrient in here, they're all gone. Enjoy with me. Thank you. the fish pepper soup. That's a fish pepper soup. We'll be making the fish pepper soup today with a twist because I'm going to put some yam. So it's basically the fish yam pepper soup. And I've boiled some yam in here without water using our defarter and our DE-STARCHer. You can check what we need to make the fish pepper soup first. I've got about 3 medium-sized catfish in there, nicely washed and sliced and cut as well. So in here I've got 1 white onion, nicely chopped. I've got half onions, the red one, which I'm going to blend with that one. That's quite spicy one. I've got my ginger garlic, my seasoning. I love using this particular spice. It's called the pepper soup spice. You can see that. You can get it from any of the shops as well, the African shops or any one of them. And also I like to use that one as well, a little bit of that one. Yeah, that's it. You can get it from any of the African shops. And what I've got here is all-purpose seasoning, a tiny 1/4 spoon. I've got the black pepper. It's quite spicy, so depending on how hot you want yours. And I've got my banga soup spice in there. This is from home, so you can ask anyone or you can get it from the African shops as well. So what I'm gonna do now, get all them stuff in the blender, blend them there, leaving just the soup, which I'll be putting at the end, and that one. But the rest of them I'm gonna blend them in there. And there, can you see that? So, and then I'll put our fish in there, nicely washed. And then I'll put my onions. Right, so I've just added that one, added the onions, and that's the seasoning I was talking about. It's called pepper soup spice. You can see that there. Yeah? Just add that one as well. That's one of my favorite ones. Adding a quart of the efferu in there as well. And those are my favorite spices I did mention as well. So there's the black pepper, the all-purpose seasoning, and the banga soup spice. That's all I've just added in now. I'm using this one today. This is a parsley because I've not got the they call it otazi. It's bitter leaf spice. So you can use that one if you have it as well. And then you can use oziza and otazi as well. So I'm using this one, the parsley and the coriander, dry ones as well. They will give it a similar taste as well. And then my cubes as well. And that's it. So we just allow it to boil for about 5 minutes. So what I'm using today is the 7 quarts. Just allow it to boil for about 5 minutes, and afterwards I'll my yam in there and put it in there, and I'm waiting for it to boil for about 5 minutes, right? So, and I've nicely cooked that bit, so you can see I'm going to use the yam. Like I said, this yam has been boiled without water, using the defarter and the DE-STARCHer to DE-STARCH it as well. I boiled it like in the olden days time, so you can tell when you peel this off now, you've still got all your nutrients intact. So it's not the same thing when you peel with your knife, because when you peel with your knife, this yellowish part is what you take off, and this is where your major vitamins and mineral life. So anything that grows under the soil, like your yam, potatoes, carrots, you don't peel. When you peel, you lose your nutrients. So I'm going to use this yam to go with the fish, and that's why I'm calling it the fish yam. Let's see now. So it's been boiling for about 5 to 7 minutes, and it's been clicking in there. So I'm just going to see now. Look at that. Look at that. So all I'm going to do now is to add in my boiled yam, previously boiled yam, and add in some of that one as well. There we go. And I'm going to leave it to boil for another 5 minutes, and then our fish pepper soup is ready. Remember to always lock it up. Our fish pepper soup is ready. Can you see that? Our fish pepper soup is all ready now, nicely cooked. Can you see that? Without breaking as well. Yeah, so you can enjoy this one with any drink of your favorite choice. Meanwhile, I like a bit of a bitter taste in it, so I've just added a tiny sprinkles of the bitter leaf, just to give it that otazi leaf. potassium taste, which I don't have now. So you can always add a tiny little bit of your bitter leaf just to give it a tiny little bit of bitter taste. But that's only if you want to anyway. So that brings us to the end of our cooking. There we go. Where I come from, they call it for Omugwo, so you can give this to new moms as well who are doing their Omugwo. It's called Omugwo, the name of Omugwo, right? So the new moms, you can serve them this as well. It's really nice. There we go. So you can come and enjoy with me. Right, so here is the final look of a fish yam pepper soup. There you go. You can enjoy it with a non-alcoholic drink or a little bit of alcohol, whichever one you want to enjoy it with. So come on and